Contrary to the fact I'm a 29-year-old hot and spicy McChicken addict who spends their days texting my girlfriend, who's totally real and lives in the UK, you don't know her, and screaming about video games on YouTube for money, I'm actually quite the extrovert. I love going out and making new friends, meeting new people, and hearing their stories, and all around, I just love human beings. But to quote the late great George Carlin, I love people. I just have a low tolerance for people's stupid bullshit. So it's never really been that hard for me to make friends in my adult years anyway. My school years were full of bullies and unpopularity. Guess it didn't help that back then my only three concerns were writing jokes, depression, and sex, in that order as well. Man, this joke is really funny. No, it's not. It sucks. I should kill myself. I bet I'd be a lot less sad if I was getting a blowjob right now. But in my adult years, I make friends hella easily. One standout moment was when I was with my ex-wife. We went to do laundry in a laundromat once, and she left me to guard our clothes from the laundry thieves so she could go get breakfast across the street. She came back 15 minutes later to find out that I was going to be a groomsman in the wedding of the guy that I was just sitting next to for only 15 minutes and had just met at that time period. And let me tell you, that wedding was amazing. Have you ever had a chocolate and lime marble cake? To die for. So with my innate shonen protagonist ability to make friends, it might come as a surprise to all of you that I solo queue a lot in video games. And this is mostly by choice. I have this kind of trauma when it comes to playing games with others. I'll often connect with someone and have a lot of fun, and then eventually they leave and find others that they'd rather play with, and I'm alone again. Or they're the kind of people who are incredibly insufferable to play games with. You know the kind. When you are all out having a great time, laughing, joking, no matter win or lose, you're with your friends and that's all that matters. Then there's that one guy, you know the one, 4 games in and they start acting like you're all playing in a $100,000 tournament, where if you don't win, then they won't be able to pay for Meemaw's life-altering breast enlargement surgery. And now you have to make the difficult decision. Do you tell them to shut the fuck up because they're bringing your mood down? And then you have to deal with them whining like crybabies over the next week. Or do you slowly draw back into yourself, make an excuse of why you have to leave, like your mom's calling, or you got to take the dog out, or the neighbor is sunbathing and his pectoral muscles give you the irresistible urge to masturbate and then come out to your parents, as you slowly select the appear as offline button and try to enjoy the rest of your night with your mood soured. And whether it's the reasons I've stated above, or a general lack of ability to make friends, or scheduling issues, or whatever, many people across all multiplayer team-based games participate in the 8th circle of hell called solo queue. It's a lawless land where your teammates can be from anywhere, of any age, and have any amount of brain cells, but most of the time it's no more than 7. Name a team-based game, even co-op games like World War Z or Killing Floor 2, and you'll find droves of people begging the developers to make solo queue not suck the saltiest and sweatiest balls attached to the world's most muscular man.
I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage.
And the devs respond as best they can. In Dead by Daylight, for example, developers fairly recently gave a huge HUD update that gave us many of the features we needed for solo queue, mainly information. We know when a teammate is doing a gen, healings, totems, chess, in chase, drinking, skiing, big goose, Jamba Juice, large fries, and chocolate shake. It is the solo, bad fucking solo queue, crouching in a corner, sandbagging losers, solo, bad fucking solo queue. Sorry, where was I? Anyway, the HUD is a great addition to the game and was well received by many people. And my personal opinion is it's fantastic. Helps me out in a lot in my day-to-day games, and there are other things I wish I had access to, like knowing what perks my team is running, or knowing when my team is hiding in a locker. And this might be a bit too much, but I'd love to know what my teammate's tome quest is, so I know that the reason the random Yoon Jin is crouched in the corner for 12 minutes is that she needs a hatch escape, and not because the sound of the killer's terror radius causes her to have Vietnam flashbacks to the last time she got tunneled. But no matter where you go, Reddit, Twitter, the forums, etc., there's an absolute tidal wave of people who will jump to tell you all the things that would magically fix solo queue. The most common things being voice chat and ping systems, because that works so well in other games. You know how every single Valorant and Overwatch match is a test of raw skill and teamwork? Oh, wait, no. It's a test of patience and listening to the 16-year-old Andrew Taint fan tell you how he's going to be richer than you as soon as he can steal his daddy's wallet and invest in Taint coins, and how women belong in the kitchen. How about the jaded 40-year-old dad who gets 1 hour a day to himself, who just wants to play the game, but his kids won't shut up in the background? I remember close games and how we could have just won if the girl whose only persona is hating other women for male validation would have just stopped bullying the other girl in chat because she had the gall to pick Mercy, and now Discord pick pick me kitten over here can't pocket her Genji carry because that's all he was missing to know totally really guys win every team fight by himself. He's a top 500 Smurf. You just don't understand. But here's the reality, guys. Solo queue sucks for many reasons, and a good many of them are reasons the devs cannot control, and all of those reasons go back to the human condition. Some people are playing in the way they think is best. Some just want to troll. Some have tomes they're working on. Some are listening to their mom talk their ear off, and some are just fucking stupid. As my favorite comedian Ron White once said, you can't fix stupid. There's not a pill you can take. There's not a class you can go to. Stupid is forever. Make a million guides on how to play the game. Don't mean people are going to watch it. And the people who do watch them, not every one of those people is going to listen. Remember my harsh truth video? Some people want to blame everything but themselves for losses. Everything I've talked about on this channel up till now, entitlement, blame shifting, tantrum throwing, a lack of perspective, etc., are all problems with player bases as a whole, and no amount of buffs and changes and reworks to solo queue will ever fix that. All the communication, information, and tutorials in the world will not change how people are. And while it may help some, even alleviate the pressure, the answer to the title of this video, can solo queue be fixed, is no. But we can improve it, even if it's just a little. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, throw a like on it and subscribe if you haven't. We recently made it to 1,000 subs, which is insane to me. I'm sorry I didn't thank you guys on Wednesday's video. I usually write these a week in advance and often don't know what the week release will hold, so thank you so much for everything you guys did. I did do a Q&A to celebrate the 1,000 subscriber count, so if you wanted to check that out, it is here on the channel for your viewing pleasure. And if you want to catch me off YouTube, I stream on Twitch, linked in the description, and I have a Discord that you can catch me at, also linked in the description. And oh, one more thing. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry this is getting so, these endings are getting so long, but we did just release a line of Dead by Daylight merch, which is also linked in the description, and you can go and pick up if you want to support me to be able to like eat food and shit, and also get some really comfortable and funny gear. All that being said, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.